All right, hello everyone. Here we are back for another guide, and this is going to be for hole number 8 here that we have set up. Now, if you guys got, I forgot what they were. I thought they were like called autumn balls or something, or gear balls. Those which are going to have a little bit more wind reduction. You are going to be playing a headwind on this hole. So with that in mind, if you use that over a berserker, it's probably going to be a little bit more advantageous. We are going to head towards the green. We may not get there. I actually expect fully not to. However, if we can get it on the other side of the river, you know, you can make an argument that it's easier than making the, fairway shot. I'd be kind of inclined to go over here with kind of win 5 balls towards the weekend and just try to get dialed in on that. However, you know, there's a good chance we can get a putt out of this. So if I can land it, you know, especially with a POC 6, something like that, I'm just going to pretty much crank it up. I might typically not do that, but when it's into the wind like this, you know, that's what I'm going to do. You'll still be able to get over and everything with a POC 6, a POC 5. I think you can still probably get this to the hole even with a POC 6. Might be a little bit tougher with a POC 5. You just don't have the top spin. But you can see more about my method. I'm going to play very close to 1 per ring. That was about at least 9 rings, and you can see how it's kind of just dying through that rough. I kind of expected that, and that's why I was over top spinning it. Because I thought I was going to get kind of a crappy bounce through that rough, and sure enough I did. And it puts me in a very good position there to potentially get this hole. However, keep in mind that you could also get a nice fluid bounce. So a POC 5, for instance, could potentially still get through there with a nice slow gliding through the rough bounce, and a POC 6 still definitely will. So I was just more than anything just kind of cranking it up just to make sure that I did get through it. And you may want to just, you know, play it depending on your wind. If your wind's in the 9s, you know, you might want to start to actually back off of it a little bit. I might try to turn that into an POC 6 shot, top spin wise, which is like 1 less than my max. In the scenario where the wind's a little bit smaller than that, you know, close to 10 or 9.5, somewhere in there. So just something to think about. What I'll typically do here, just put it just on the very front of the green and give it just enough topspin to get to the hole. We shouldn't need to go more break than outside the hole, so you can see I'm keeping it inside the cup. Perfect ball. And very straightforward, easy eagle. So there's going to be quite a few, par 4s again where you can take advantage of this. And, again, I mentioned this last time, if your clubs are a little bit weaker, if you don't have a POC 6, if you don't have a POC 5 or 7, it might be the time for you guys to potentially go up to Masters and just kind of, take your skills to the next level, because it's going to be much harder to play in this and compete with guys who are going to potentially have these clubs that I have. There's going to be much more problem. And here you can see that my opponent also was able to roll that in. So I am playing a replay, so that means both of those guys equaled it. So if you're not getting this and, you're not able to get it consistently, definitely something to be thinking about in terms of, not seeing that one through. So overall, good luck with that hole, guys. And I will catch you guys on the next one coming up.